Hello everyone and welcome to the No Kap Game Show here at our open house game show, which, fun fact, is currently being streamed live at Ngee Ann Poly's very own green screen studio. My name is Sean and I'm currently a year two mass communication student studying here at the School of Film and Media Studies. Have any of you ever wondered how you can get more in-depth information about the courses here available at the School of Film and Media Studies? Well, fret not. Today is your chance to get that information. Today, here with me, I have students from our School of Film and Media Studies, Part 3, and they're going to tell us more about their courses and what's like here, what life is like here at Ngee Ann Polytechnic. So without further ado, let me get my two guests to introduce themselves.
Okay, hi, I'm Iksan. I'm a year 2 film sound and video student.
Hi, I'm Geraldine and I'm a year 2 media post-production student.
Well, nice to meet you too, Iksan and Geraldine. So now that we've got an introduction from the both of you, let's just get going into the questions we have for you today. So our first question would be, of course, what is the favorite part about your courses?
Okay, so for film sound and video, what I like is that it covers all aspects of filmmaking, so the pre-production, production, and even post-production. So they like really equip us with everything we need and the skills we need so that we can graduate and do a lot out there. Yeah.
For media post-production, my favorite part of my course, although it says post-production, we do dabble in the production work aspect of filmmaking, such as multicam or light projections. For the post-production, what I like is a particular module called motion graphics, and that, for example, deals with, you know, those 3D naked eye billboards that you see outside. It dabbles into those kind of animations and like those kind of advertisements. So yeah.
Well, that sounds very interesting. Both of your courses, really in-depth. Next would be, of course, let's get a bit more specific. What modules do you like the most here in the School of Film and Media Studies based in your courses?
For me, it will be a TV production. So why I actually like it is because it's very different from the rest. Because the rest of the modules, it requires us to go out in like different locations to shoot. But for TV production, it's in the studio, and I think it's really a different experience. That's why I really enjoy it the most. Yeah.
Another module that I really like would be 3D motion graphics. So there are motion graphics, and there is another module called 3D motion graphics, and that deals with the aspects of making it like pop out, and you also work in a 3D space, and we get to use this software called Cinema 4D and Unreal Engine that some of you may heard of because it deals with game making animations also.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah.
I have to agree with Iksan. I do something similar in mass comm called studio production, where we get to fool around in the studio, and film different things. So it's quite an experience getting to get hands-on experience with all these different equipments and doing all these different things. Enough from me, but let's move on to them again. So let's get a little bit more maybe controversial. Who's your favorite lecturer and why? Don't be shy. Tell us all about them.
Okay, my favorite lecturer is Mr. Douglas Kwon. So he is my TV production lecturer. I think he's really nice. I like the way he engages the class, and he's really very knowledgeable on not only TV production, he's knowledgeable about different things in filmmaking and production, and then he really likes to give us advices. He's also happened to be my advisor, so I can really like turn to him if I'm facing problems with anything. Yeah, so that's why he's my favorite lecturer. Yeah.
My favorite lecturer will be Mr. Isaac, and he was my module lecturer for live sound and also location multicam. And why he's my favorite lecturer is he not only gives advice for the module that he's teaching, but he also gives us opportunities to work outside, which gives us more experience in the field that we're studying.
For me, of course, my favorite lecturer is, of course, all my lecturers, because I can't have favorites. I love all my lecturers equally. Lecturers, if you're watching this, I love you so much. 4.0, thanks. Anyway, so what have you guys learned in your courses so far from the last about 1 year or 2 years you might have been here?
I think I've learned a lot. And so in year one, it's really the basics of everything. But then now in year two, I feel they really like taught us more in depth about it. I mean, like I mentioned, so pre-production, so writing a script and preparing for production, and production itself going out for shoots. And I think in year one, it was a bit more simplified, but now year two, things really got like a few levels up. We face more challenges and everything, but along the way, the lecturers are there to guide us. And we also had modules like audio technology, even like motion graphics and post-production. So it's really a lot, yeah.
Oh, quite similar to what media post-production students also experience. For our first year, we also dabble into a lot of the fundamentals of all the softwares, all under Adobe Creative Cloud. And in year two, we try to develop our skills into more collaborative work, I would say. Yeah.
I understand that. For me in mass comm, we dabble in almost everything, so it's a lot to process, but radio, news, Adobe as well, you get to learn that. So that's quite an interesting amount of skills we get to learn, but enough from me again. So what would be some advice you could give to the fresh year ones that might be coming in April this year? What's something they could afford to learn early?
Okay, one advice I'll give to potential students or students coming in really is to manage their time. Because time management is really important considering they're coming, most of the students are coming from secondary 4, so the way they are learning, the homework they'll be getting, the tests and assignments are very different. And they'll have many modules with different projects that they have to juggle. So preparing their time and setting your own schedule and everything will really help them and make their learning fun and also easy to go along with. Yeah.
For me, my advice would be just get to know everyone and make friends. Yes, because in this course, it's a lot of group work, teamwork, and so you gotta, how to say, develop and foster.
Collaboration.
Yeah, yes,
Collaboration.
keyword collaborations. Yes.
Yes.
So,
I would say time management as well, but you also heard them. Work hard, study hard, and also make friends, even though you might not want to and want to sleep half the time. Moving on from that, recommend a good study spot for maybe new FMS students or just in general any students joining Ngee Ann Poly. What's some of your recommendations?
I feel there are many good study spots in Ngee Ann Polytechnic, but my personal favorite would be the library because it's really very quiet, very conducive, and there are many, many rooms. I mean, students can book their own rooms for group projects or even just sit at those like tables and do their own work because it's really conducive. Yeah.
my favorite study spot would be Space 72, and it's not only air conditioned, but there are some food spots nearby, and the printer room is like just beside. Yeah.
For me, I would say it would be the spot above Block 22. There's 2 floors and plenty of rooms, and also food club is right below there, so we can easily get a meal. If not, you can also just rest up there in the rooms depending on whichever one depending on the occupancy as well, of course. All right, and the final question today for y'all is, recommend your favorite lepak spot in FMS. Maybe it doesn't have to be in FMS, just your favorite spot to rest and chill out away from the study and just relax.
Okay, for me, it will be the deck, so the area beside Makam Place or up. Yeah, so all those areas, because I feel it's a very like big space, so the ventilation there is really good, and like again, the space is very big, so you can just chill with your friends there. You can also study if you want to, but if you choose not to study, I mean, the area is there for you to just relax. Yeah.
That's a good lepak spot. For me, I would say Block 16, the track and field area. Just sit at one of the, what do you call it?
The stands.
The stands?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then you just chill out and vibe out.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I like the area as well. Just quiet, can take a nap there, and then
Agree.
especially when it's quiet at night, it's amazing. Anyway, that's all our questions from our wonderful people here from the various courses here at the School of Film and Media Studies. Coming up, let's put they really seem to have a lot of knowledge about the School of FMS and all that. So let's put their general knowledge to the test with a quick lightning round of quizzes and questions later. That'll be coming up right soon after this. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a short second. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So we're now going into the lightning round with a new batch of students here. And it's basically going to be a quick, speedy quiz where we have 5 to 10 questions, and the fastest of them to get the most amount of questions and correct answers wins. If not, I get to shoot them. I'm kidding. But if they lose, well, they lose. I don't get to shoot them, unfortunately. But if they win, they get to tap this wonderful box here and get some mysterious prizes in it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So maybe introduce yourself so the audience can build a relationship with you and vouch for who they want to win.
Hello, I'm victim number 1. My name is Yuan Tong.
Hi, I'm victim number 2. My name is Faith.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you as victim number 1 and victim number 2. Let's get into it. So, for our first question is, what is Ngee Ann Poly's name in Chinese?
I don't know. Ngee Ann 学校.
And how about you, victim number 2?
义安理工学校.
And what the verdict is that none of them are correct, unfortunately. I also cannot read Chinese that well, so we'll never know the correct answer.
Ngee Ann
But
学校, close enough.
I mean, one is pretty close, but unfortunately that is not a correct answer. So currently one's still 0-0. But moving on from that, it's another Chinese question. What perhaps is FMS in Chinese?
I swear, man, my Chinese like CLB standard.
Don't worry, me too.
I don't know. 拍照学校.
What is victim's number 2's guess?
拍照学校.
And that is not the correct answer. And I also cannot read Chinese. So again, 0-0, but A for effort. 1 point for effort on both ends. All right, we'll get more into the English ones now.
Okay.
So, how many diplomas are there here in the School of Film and Media Studies here at Ngee Ann Polytechnic?
I'm guessing 5.
Okay, and how about you?
I don't know, like 7.
Okay, so here in FMS, we have 3 full-time courses of study: mass comm, media post-production, and film, sound, and video. And then we also have a program, which is the new one, common media program. In total, there are 36 full-time diploma courses. And which one of you said? One of you said 5, and one of you said 7, correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately, again, no one, but maybe so far we've not been on a hot streak, but I'll give it to victim number 2 for being the closest. 5 is about 4 if you minus 1, but it's about close enough. Anyway, all right, moving on. The next question. So, okay, this one should be simple enough. I mean, you guys look young enough. If you don't know this, I'm going to be surprised. What are the trending apps for youth?
TikTok and YouTube.
Trending, I will say probably just TikTok.
Okay, well, both of you are correct either way. So, let's see. We're on 2 points and 1 point. So, victim number 1, if you want to get a prize, you got to step up your game. But good job, victim number 2. We're not being victimized anymore at this point. What is the most used social media app/platform?
I believe it is, if I remember correctly, still Facebook.
Okay, and victim number 2?
TikTok.
Unfortunately, victim number 1 is correct. Sorry, fortunately, victim number 1 is correct. So now we're tied for victim number 1 and victim number 2. So, all right, next question is, what is full HD?
Resolution.
Yes. Okay, we're getting closer. Let me be more specific. It's a number. What is the number for full HD, perhaps, then, the resolution? Do you guys have any ideas?
I
Is
do,
it a
but I'm waiting
ratio?
for her to answer.
All right.
Is it a ratio?
No, it's just a solid whole number. There's no ratios, no decimals, just a whole number.
64.
Okay. Victim number 1.
It's I believe 1920 by 1080. Is that correct?
Full HD is 1080p.
Yeah. No.
Technically, you got the last part correct, so I'll give it to you. So victim number 1 is on a roll today with it's
Comeback is on.
1080. We're getting close to the points. I'm just gonna label it closer to the points. So victim number 1 is on 3 points. All right, and all right. Next question. I think this one should be enough. What is Telegram / TikTok and WhatsApp under? What company are they under?
Individually or?
As a whole, like they are each under the same company.
Isn't WhatsApp under like Meta?
So is your final answer Meta?
I don't know what else is there.
And how about you, victim number 1?
I don't know. I know TikTok's owned by whatever the Chinese TikTok is called. I don't know.
Okay, well, victim number 2 is correct. So now we're again tied. Oh no, this is quite interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have been awarding points for the closest answer. All right, never mind. We still have 3 questions. We can still break this up. All right, what are the 3 buses that leads to Ngee Ann Poly from King Albert Park MRT?
I think 51 is one.
Okay, but we still need 2 more. Do you know the 2 more buses?
I know buses that come to Ngee Ann Poly, not from King Albert.
Okay, how about you, victim number 1?
I have no idea.
Okay, so victim number 2. What are your answers again?
51,
Okay.
67.
Unfortunately, those are not correct answers. From King Albert Park, the buses that come are 154, 151, and 74. But that was a good attempt. All right, next one is, all right, what is the name of the shuttle bus on campus here?
I don't know. The Magic School Bus.
Victim number 2?
Cow?
Yes, that is correct. Good job,
What?
victim
Wait,
number 2.
What's the name?
Cow.
Cow.
It is called
Moo.
cow.
Like moo moo cow.
Yes, like moo, the animal that eats grass. Yes, that one.
Oh
The
my
one we like to eat for steak.
Now when the bus moves off, does it go moo 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 moo?
I don't think so, but maybe you could suggest that as an improvement. So victim number 2 is on a roll. Okay, now the final question. I'm not sure if you'll all be able to get this, but make an attempt. Named a student-owned business here on the campus of Ngee Ann Polytechnic.
Prata Boy.
I don't know, but I'll make a wild guess.
All right, I'd like to hear this.
Some chicken rice store somewhere.
That was a good attempt, but unfortunately, victim number 2 is the winner. Good job. Prata Boy is one of our many businesses here on Ngee Ann Polytechnic, along with Coffee Connects and the Acai shop at our space. Unfortunately, I cannot remember the name right now live on air, but that's okay. Just know that when you visit Ngee Ann Polytechnic, there are many student-owned businesses for you to try out, and you too can also try it. But so just go at it if you really want to. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us and those who participate in the game show. And those watching online as well. Actually, before I continue on, victim number 2, would you like to put your hand in the box and get a prize since you have won this game show?
Okay.
Amazing. Let's see what prizes she gets. Wow, it's a whole pack of Lay's barbecue chips. That's amazing. Wow, give her a round of applause, those watching online. That's been a great show. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. If any of these courses fall within your range and, of course, your interests, do consider joining our Ngee Ann Poly family. Thank you once again for tuning in and have a great day and the rest of the open house and a great weekend ahead. Thank you for joining us.